So this is a test stream. I'm walking every day, 1 mile outside of the village and then 1 mile back. And I'm considering doing this as a daily thing, just live streaming the journey. And this is the first broadcast on Twitch. I'm just doing this for test purposes. I have no idea if any of this is working. I don't know what the quality of the camera is like. On my phone it looks amazing. I might be betrayed by the poor signal though, so I need to see if there's some way to boost the signal. Yeah, I'm just going to keep rambling until someone pops in and I know that people are paying attention. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, someone came in the chat and I didn't even see it. Misha, are you listening? Can you type something? Am I okay? Yeah. I'm showing 0 viewers, so I don't know if there's people watching or not. I just made it past the markers, so I'm now on the part where it levels out. I'm sorry, Vinu or Vinsu, whoever it is. I'm trying to. Can you? What quality is the video? Is it really badly pixelated, or is it viewable? I don't expect it to be 720p, but it is super hot. Again, I don't want to look at what the temperature is because it will fuck the stream up. I already tried. Yeah, I really need to get an idea of what this looks like. Dantoshu. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Dantoshu. Oh. Here, I'll put it on the nice view. So yeah, if you don't know what's going on right now, I'm on a 2-year quest to prepare myself to walk to the very top of Mount Fuji in Japan. I am hideously out of shape, but I do live out in the countryside where it's basically a free gym. I get to walk around. Michelle's saying that it's low quality but good to watch on my phone. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Is there... I suppose you know if there's any way to like boost the signal or improve video quality. Sorry, if you're not familiar with this channel, this is the first test broadcast. I'm trying to start something tomorrow for a proper Twitch channel with a description of what this is all about and what's going on and blah blah blah. At the moment I have to make the best of a bad situation. I can't see anything because the screen is blowing out from the sunlight, so I may have to... It's also oppressively hot. This is not a good idea, so I may have to start doing this in the later evening when it's cooler. Can you hear my music as well as my voice, or is it just my voice? Because again, the Spotify is playing, so so way over there in the distance are the trees. That's my destination. 1 mile away from my front door. And the rest 2 minutes, take some water and go right back down the hill. Michelle, I think you are broadcasting on auto quality. It says 720, but it's really compromised and no music. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. I'll have to list you as a producer in the credits of this show if it ever gets started. I'll have a look around with the settings and things. Maybe I should broadcast in 480p or something, and have a disclaimer saying that I live in a very remote location where I'm reliant purely on the cell phone reception. At the moment I get 1 or 2 bars at best, out possible 4. If it's done via mobile phone, I guess it all depends on your 4G, 5G, but it totally depends on the area. However, I can see very clearly on PC. It's got artifacting on the sky and ground, but when you are still for the nature shots, it looks good. Okay, let's give that a try. Thank you very much for that feedback. And try not to make any sudden movements. There you go. Tomorrow I have a gimbal arriving, so I will no longer be doing this handheld. And I should be able to read the comments. The other problem is, of course, that I can't keep an eye on the chat really, because it's lifting the phone up at eye level is really uncomfortable for my arms. Like, my arms are feeble. I think Michelle has just sent me a photo or a screenshot on WhatsApp, so I'll be looking at that later. I started the broadcast for about a minute as I was leaving my house, and then I tried to share it to Facebook and I tried to share it to WhatsApp, but when I came back the broadcast was all messed up. So glad you were giving it a go on here. I think you will get more people watching and interacting. That's great. Yeah, it's a great idea. I think it was Daniel who suggested it yesterday. I did try to do Twitch once before, doing Lego, and there was no one doing it on Twitch, so I did get quite a few people tuning in. There's one guy from South Africa who even added me on WhatsApp and was texting me every day saying, "Oh, what Lego sets do you recommend for my son? What do you recommend I build? What are you going to build next?" All this kind of stuff, which is great. I really like the viewer interaction. There's a guy on YouTube that I follow, and I'm desperately trying to remember his name. But at the moment it's difficult to A, breathe, B, think about what I'm trying to say, and C, think about YouTube while I've got J-pop playing in my earphones. Jake and Bake, I think it's called. I'm not sure. I'll check. But basically, he's a life streamer, as they call it. So he goes out every day with a backpack that is filled with batteries and Wi-Fi hubs and all kinds of stuff. And he basically is broadcasting his life for, I think, up to 16 hours a day. If he's in a restaurant, he's eating, you're seeing him. If he's out walking, you're seeing him. And his fans, he was based in Tokyo. He's an American guy from LA. He was based in Tokyo, so that's how I started following him. But I think he's moved to China, which is where his girlfriend comes from, recently. But what would happen was he'd have like 40, 50,000 people watching all at once, and they would be watching where he was. And if they were out drinking with their friends, they'd go, "Oh shit, Jake's just down the street." So he would be talking on camera, and all these crazy people would just come running out of the darkness going, "Hey Jake, what's up?" And then he'd just talk to them and they'd be on the show and all that kind of thing. Famously, there was a girl who was leaving a train station, and 3 guys started following her, and she ignored them at first. They kept trying to talk to her. She told them to leave her alone. That kind of increased their determination. So she looked on her phone and she saw that Jake was about 2 blocks away. So she started walking away from these guys and walked towards Jake. And sure enough, she found him. And her girlfriend, Jake's girlfriend, was there. And she walked straight up to his girlfriend and said, "These guys won't leave me alone. Can I please pretend I'm with you?" And her girlfriend immediately was like, "Oh shit, what's up?" And gave her a hug and made it look like they'd been waiting around for her. She's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you got here. What happened? Was your train late?" All this kind of thing. And then Jake was visibly confused by this and was trying to figure out who his girlfriend was suddenly excited to see. And then his girlfriend turned around in English and said, this girl's being chased by these 3 guys, and then he immediately was like, what 3 fucking guys? And he looked like he was gonna kick the shit out of someone, which is what anyone would have done in that situation, I think. And yeah, these 3 guys left him alone, and as soon as they were gone, she just said thank you, I love the show, and then just walked off again. So I'm not saying that that's going to happen on this show, but that kind of interaction would be cool if people want to be active and chat and stuff. I don't know shit. I don't know shit about exercising. I don't know shit about dieting. I don't know shit about strategy when it comes to walking up Mount Fuji, but I do hope that people are eventually going to kind of tune in and appreciate that as part of the show. There's a truck coming. Another great demonstration there of how small this road is. I'm still showing as 0 viewers. I don't know why that is. But yeah, I'm almost at the crossroads. I'm looking forward to this water. I have to say, this is the first time the walk has kind of shot past really fast. I can't believe I'm here already. I definitely feel the heat today. I think this is the hottest day that I've been doing this, but you know, maybe I'll get a tan. Unexpected perk of the journey. I'm going to put the camera on me so you can see how hideous my sweatiness is. Also use it as an opportunity to check behind me, make sure there's no cars coming. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing around with this gimbal. I've been watching some review videos. There's again a YouTuber whose name escapes me, but is a great YouTube filmmaker, and his review was what led me to get the drone that I got. When I was thinking about this Twitch thing last night, sorry, apparently I got a bug on my mouth. When I was thinking about the Twitch thing last night, I thought, okay, well, I know that Twitch people like quality, so I've got to improve this camera shit, which is just handheld. So I looked, and the same people who make my drone also make a gimbal for smartphones. So I ordered one, and because I have an Amazon credit card, it was available in 12 monthly installments of 10 quid, which was pocket change. So I thought, okay, and thank God, because today I found out I lost my job. But that's neither here nor there. I will survive. I seem to have it good for a few years, and then shit gets fucked up for another few years, and blah blah blah. But I'm confident this time will be different. Right, I'm here, bitches. The infamous crossroads. Right, I'm going to open the water now, so forgive me a second. Food for on the way. What, all these leaves and stuff? Just before I left, I've run out of food already. I've been eating vegetables like crazy, so today I ended up eating before I left, I had a bowl of Cheerios, which is like a 5 multigrain or a multigrain cereal with 5 different kinds of grains, and a handful of grapes. Water is amazing. I don't know how my mum, she hates water. I don't know how people can live without water. By the way, if I move the camera away, does the volume get any different than if I'm here? Because I'm hoping that the earbuds will be providing the microphone, and therefore they will pick up my voice no matter where it is. Oh, the fly is the food on the way. Yeah, like Jeff Goldblum in that 80s movie. A movie where he's always running. What was that? Oh, there's lots of cars coming. A cyclist. Let's go back to me. Hi, where are you? This is hello Buttman 2345. I am in the wilds of England. I am 1 mile away from my village, my home village. And you have if we don't know each other, then I better explain the premise right quick. Basically, I'm on a weight loss journey. And I've set myself a target. So in 2 years' time, I'm going to be climbing Mount Fuji in Japan, and I'll be live streaming the entire journey. So yeah, it's been a couple of days since I started doing this, but a friend of mine suggested that I try doing it on Twitch. So this is just a test stream. I've got a gimbal coming tomorrow. At the moment, this is handheld, and I'm in a very poor cell phone reception area. So the video is set to 720p. I will drop that down to like 480 or something, just to make it a little bit better. But yeah, if you have any feedback, please drop it in the chat. I'm also learning how Twitch works. I've never used Twitch before. But yeah, as you can see from the fresh sign behind me, Shellstone, that's my village. That's where I'm going to be walking back to. Where are you from, by the way? See, I totally segued into a opportunity there to drink water. Oh. Jeez, there's a lot of cars going by. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the time of day that I'm walking around. You are from China. Oh, fantastic. I don't know how to say hello. Is it Lihao? 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 I can't remember how you say hello in Chinese. Forgive me. I'm learning Japanese, but that's completely different. Oh, right. I've refreshed. I've had my 2-minute break, so I'm going to flip the camera back around. Ni hao, that was it. Ni hao. Thank you for joining me. I very much appreciate you tuning in. I will flip the camera around now so you can see England. It's very, very green. There's not much cloud in the sky. Yeah, maybe I don't know, maybe if overseas people tune in, maybe we could use this as an opportunity to teach English. Maybe a lot of my friends are all around the world. I've only shared this link on Facebook, so anyone else is an exciting bonus for me, because I haven't advertised to you. So your interaction keeps me talking. I understand that if people tune into a Twitch channel, they are more likely to stick around if someone is talking. So having someone to talk to is a good opportunity for me. But yeah, this is a little bit boring at the moment, but we'll get to see a little bit more scenery soon. And in about 15 minutes, I will be back in my village, so then you'll get to see some really nice looking old houses. But yeah, on my following on Twitter is mostly Japanese. I created this project called Toby Every Day. I am Toby, and I'm trying to document my life every day. And basically, it was going to be about my sort of journey to get to Japan. So if travel restrictions are lifted come October, I will be in Japan for the very first time. October 7th until October 21st. Originally I was going to go for a Baby Metal concert, their 10th anniversary show, which is kind of been postponed. They haven't confirmed that, but yeah, it's looking likely that it's not going to go ahead. But if they will allow travel, I'll still go, because there is a Japanese idol group called Kisby that I've been a fan of for 2 years, and have recently started to kind of work for. I wouldn't say I work for them, it's more like I liaise with them and try to promote them outside of Japan. They're the equivalent of what we would call an independent group or an indie band here in the UK or in Europe, a garage band maybe. They have a loyal fan base, and they were absolutely astonished that someone from overseas had heard of them, because they don't know how people outside of Japan have heard of them, but they're great. They have a YouTube channel as well called Eurikis, which is basically like Jackass. They basically have a house together, and they're always doing stuff like, have you ever opened like, you know when you switch on a fan and you just open your mouth and you go whoa into the fan, and it kind of makes this really cool reverb effect? Well, they were doing that the other day, but as they were doing it, one of them would sneak up behind, and in Japan you can buy insects to eat, like cockroaches. So they were taking cockroaches, and then as the person was going oh into the fan, they were throwing cockroaches into their mouths, which was of course freaking them out, which was great. So here, I'll show you a bit of scenery. So I've just been walking down this road here. I really can't wait to do this with the gimbal, because it's going to be so much smoother, and it's not going to kill my arms as well. That's the other problem. I have no upper body strength whatsoever. So right, I don't know if anyone in the chat, can you see if there's like a view account? Because my screen, since I started with broadcast, is showing a view account of 0. Beautiful. Thank you, Batman2345. With these really nice purple flowers at the moment. Yeah. Give me something to talk about, people. Give me a subject. What do you want me to talk about? Do you want life advice? Do you want cheat codes for Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Sega Mega Drive? It's wrong. It says 1 right now. Oh, interesting. So at least Michelle and Batman2345 are working. So I wonder why it's showing 1. There's some flowers closer to the road. There we go. Gosh, that sun. But yeah, it's I'm a city boy. I grew up in a town, or I come from a town called Milton Keynes, and this kind of nature stuff is really new to me. It's not something that I'm used to. So having all these insects flying around at me and sheep screaming at me and stuff, it's definitely different. Right, I'm going to be. Oh, I just had a pop up. What was that? Oh, my gimbal is dispatched from Amazon. That's nice to know. What is the interface like on Twitch from your point of view? If you're watching on a phone or watching on a PC? Excuse me. Because I understand that there's like a way to monetize this, so you can include like donate buttons and things like that. I don't know if all those are present on the channel, if you can see that kind of stuff, or if it's just a screen with an open chat session. But yeah, this is a real learning curve for me. I have no idea what's going on. I'm going to be not following the chat just for a minute. I'm going to lower the phone just to my tummy, just to rest my arms. As you can see, coming up ahead, there's a curve in the road. So when I get there, I'm going to take a 5, or take a little rest, and then I'll be a bit more active with the camera. I'll tell a lie. I'll do it now because there's a nice clearing here in the hedges. Gosh, it's so hot out here. I have no way of telling what the temperature is right now. I think it's going to be about 26, 27. The breeze is not so strong as it was the last couple of days. So I'm really feeling the heat today. And the worst part is, after this is done, as soon as I get home, I'm not allowed to rest, which is what I normally do, because I've run out of food. I have to go to the supermarket with my mother. So I'm just going to be exhausted and walking around like an injured person. Right. Okay, the chat's still not active, so that's okay. No messages to check on. Let's pull over here and do a little bit of scenery. You know how on like Top Gear they have names for the race course, like all the corners have names and stuff? Maybe it'll be fun to have people in the chat name the various locations. Good luck with everything. I will be back. Thank you, Buttman. I really appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to try and make this a regular time of 5 PM in the UK every day. But yeah, I really appreciate your help. This is your feedback has been greatly appreciated. So I hope to see you again soon when the channel is in a lot better shape than I am. Have a good evening, my friend. Thank you. The other problem with drinking all the water is I have none for the return journey and I start to get really thirsty. I can definitely feel like when I'm walking, I can feel it in my muscles, in my back, in my shoulders, my arms, certainly my legs. So there must be some benefit going on that I don't know about, but either that or I'm slowly injuring myself. When I get to the entrance to the village at the 30-mile-an-hour sign, Amy wants to see me. Oh, okay. Hello. Sorry, sweetheart, the sun is so bright. I don't know how you can see me better. Let me go in. There's a tree here. I'll go in the shade. There we go. Can you see me better? Hi, Amy. Welcome to England. This is where Uncle Toby lives. It's very green and not very exciting, but I hope you will be able to come and visit one day. And please give me your invaluable feedback on my weight loss journey. I love you, Amy. I'm sorry I'm not there to see you. I wish I could be. Right. I'm going to walk on a little bit further and get to the 30 mph signs, which is the entrance to Uncle Toby's village. God, that sounds like a medieval TV show. We're entering the village of Uncle Toby. Yeah, I'll tell you a story about the kindness of strangers on Twitter, the Twitter folk. Right. Oh. Amy, it's so warm. Give me some fashion tips. Tell me how to stop dressing in black t-shirts in the sun. I haven't learned a lesson since the 90s, so what do you recommend to cool me down? It's pretty, schitterend. Nee, pretty. Prachtig? What is pretty? Pretty. I can't remember pretty. I'll say schitterend because I remember that. So, again, I apologise. I'm sure everyone is sick and tired of it, but more Japanese stories. There we go. Now I'm in the shade. I will show you a better view. So this is where I was just walking. Here are the fields. And this is the entrance to Uncle Toby's village. I'm really, I'm not out of breath, but I do feel, I wouldn't say exhausted, and I wouldn't say burned out. I'm not sure what I'm feeling right now, but I'm definitely feeling some kind of tired. I think it's just my upper arms. It's this bit here, the bit that connects your neck to your shoulders. I don't know what those are, triceps or quadriceps or quadruped, I don't know. Anyways, I'll flip the camera so you can see what's coming. I'll tell you a story about the kindness of strangers. So the other day I was telling this story of how a Kisby fan has invited me to go to South Korea with him in October, assuming I can go. But there's something interesting about how the Japanese idol music industry works. So you have something called an oshimen. An oshimen is a favoured person, kind of like your champion. You can basically find an idol group, and then whichever of the members is your favourite, that becomes your oshimen. And you have Hukoshi, which is someone like me who loves everyone. You have no specific oshimen, you love everyone. So Seika was the first member of Kisby that I felt was my oshimen when I first discovered the group. She has gorgeous eyes, an amazing smile, but most importantly of all, she has a very genuine, loving, caring personality. So basically she was my favourite, and it's her birthday in July, and the way that it works is that you if you want to meet your idol at a show, they'll do the performance. You buy your ticket, so they get the money from the ticket. They do the concert, which will last, I don't know, 2 hours or 3 hours, depends on what's going on with the group and what they're doing. But then afterwards you get to do like what they call a meet and greet, which is where they have all their CDs, and then they have different covers for the same CD. So it's a bit like comic books where you get variant covers. And what you do is you buy CDs at the merchandise booth and you get a ticket. And the more tickets you get, the more you can then exchange it for different things. Like you can use it to talk to your favourite idol for 3 minutes, or you can use it to get a picture taken with them, or you can use another ticket to get them to sign a picture of themselves or your CD or whatever. So what this means is when you're a small group like Kisby. Oh, Amy wants to see your house. Can you make a little shot from the outside? Yes, of course. When I get home in about 10 minutes time, I will do that. So yeah, so when you buy a CD, you get a ticket, and because they have all the different variant covers, this incentivizes you. Oh, Amy, I will show you the sheep. Schaapjes. Kijk. Oh, I can't zoom. Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry. Over there in this field here, there's sheep. But you can't really see them. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't overhype that. So yeah. Basically, fans will go to the show and they will buy multiple copies of the same CD just to get the tickets, just to get the picture, the autograph, the talk time, all that kind of thing. So basically the fans come home and they just have piles and piles of the same singles, the same albums and the same DVDs. And one of Seika's fans, Seika, my original oshimen, before I fell in love with everyone, said, hey, I know you like Seika, I have a Seika variant of the Imagineum album, I want you to have it. I said, oh, that's so nice, I'll be over in October. He said, no money or anything, I will send it to you in the mail. So I said, oh, okay. And then he said, you know what, I'll give you these as well. And he sent me a picture. And together there's 13 different CDs that he wants to send me. Some of them are a complete collection. So there's like the 8th single and the 9th single. He has one of each variant, so he's putting all those in there for me. So I'll have a little Kispy collection coming. So 13 CDs to look forward to. But the reason why I mentioned it was Seika's birthday next month is because they also do a thing where you can buy on their website basically like access to a Zoom, like a private Zoom call. And for Seika's birthday this year, they're having a Zoom call with 12 participants, so 12 fans. And it's all a matter of speed. It's first come, first served. The tickets go on sale in 2 days' time. And then the same guy messaged me. And he said, you're only allowed to buy one ticket per person. But if you want to, I will buy you. I'll try and get the ticket. And if you win, I want you to have my access to the birthday party. So I said, oh, dude, that is so nice of you. Thank you so much. So, yeah, those tickets aren't cheap. They're like £35, maybe €50. So I'll show you this, the little water feature that everyone seems to like. In the little forest. So yeah, basically I'm suddenly getting all this free stuff from Japan, which is so nice. Like everyone is just like the nicest people. They have no obligation whatsoever to speak Japanese to me. They are Japanese, they're from Japan. The group is not expected to be outside of Japan. So the fact that this one person has found them outside of Japan, they really clung on to me like I was some kind of second coming or something. I don't know how to describe it. It's really, really fun. And I also, there's in Japan you have different ways of addressing people. So if you are my equal, I would say San, like Michel-san would be your name in Japan. It just means Mr. Michel, or Toby-san, Mr. Toby. You also have Chan, if it's a little girl, so Amy-chan instead of Amy-san. Or if it's a little boy, so say Michel was a little boy, then it would be called Kun. So then it would be Michel-kun instead of Michel-san. But if it's your boss, or if it's someone who is higher in social status than you, you use the word sama. So I always address everybody when I talk to the Kispy girls as Seika-sama, or Hina-sama, or Miona-sama. And everyone thinks that's super adorable, because they're like, oh, everyone calls them Chan because they're all, young women and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I know, but if I call him Sama, I'm an older guy, but it makes it sound cute, so I'm not so scary. So, yeah, I'm now entering the hill, so I'm going to stop talking now. I'm out of breath. I don't know if Amy is still watching, but Amy, these houses are 400 years old. Can you believe that? That's older than Uncle Toby and Daddy combined. And here is where the book house, where you can drop off a book or leave a book, pick up a book and go read it. The song I'm listening to right now by Kispy is called And Peach, and it's a story about two princesses who live in a castle. One represents the day and one represents the night, and they only get to see each other when there's an eclipse. And I can't believe it, but I'm almost crying just describing that to you. So, hiya. Hello. This is the hard part, Amy. Stay away from KFC when you get older. When you get your first job, give that whole paycheck to your parents. Do not do what I do and say, I can go to McDonald's on my own for once. because it leads to ruin. Ah, there's horses coming. Do you want to see the horses? Sorry, I'm live streaming. Is it right to film your horses?
Yeah,
Great. Thank you. That's the most exciting thing we've seen all day. I hope you saw the horses, Amy. Nearly there. Michelle, I will send you some much better pictures on WhatsApp when this is over. I'll still show you the house, but I've got some much better pictures of the house to show Amy. Oh. Again, I've no idea if anyone's watching. So yeah, this is the entrance to Uncle Toby's house, but I will show you the nice big house first and then the church. Oh. This big tall tree here came all the way from California 200 years ago. Oh my God. So yeah. I always feel awkward doing this because the guy is a private guy and I don't want to show his house on the internet all the time. But yeah, there we go. Down that way is to the village. There's the big house. And there is the church. I hope you like the view, Amy. Okay, time to go home. Just press any button on the keypad and hit send so I know you're still there. Yeah, I have no idea if anyone's watching. I'll show you the stables. Oh, there we go. Michelle did see it, so I just don't know if he was slow to reply or maybe there's like a lag. I should look into that. Let's do a lag test tomorrow. If someone is watching. I'd be curious if just because the signal is poor, if it does like a buffer. Okay, here we go to my house. Here You alright? There you go. This is my house. There's the church. And it's time to go in. Thank you for watching. Time to end this. Let's say goodbye.